Right now, somewhere in this country, a guy is sitting in a Mercedes dealership signing a $90,000 financing agreement. 6 years from now, his car will be worth about $28,000. He'll have paid over $60,000 to drive it. Meanwhile, 5 used Mercedes models, priced between $22,000 and $45,000, will give him 90% of that same experience, hold their value better from this point forward, and in some cases, outlast that brand new car by over 100,000 miles. This isn't a buy cheap and pray video. This is arbitrage. Today, I'm showing you exactly which 5 Mercedes to buy used, why these specific years matter, and how much you'll actually save. Stick around, because the 5th car on this list is the one nobody talks about, and it might be the smartest buy of all. Here's the core idea. A new Mercedes loses roughly 40% of its value in the first 3 years. That's the steepest part of the depreciation curve. And it's a cliff you don't have to jump off. But depreciation doesn't fall in a straight line forever. It flattens out. Every model has a point where the curve goes from steep to nearly flat, where reliability data has caught up, where major service items have already been handled by the first owner, and where the price has bottomed out before slowly stabilizing. Buy before that point, and you're the one absorbing the crash. Buy after that point, and someone else already took the hit. You just get the car. That's the entire strategy behind every model on this list. The C-Class is Mercedes' best-selling sedan for a reason. In this specific window, the post-2019 facelift is the sweet spot. Why this generation and not an earlier W205? Because Mercedes revised the 9-speed transmission tuning and addressed early electrical gremlins that plagued 2015-2017 models. By 2019, the C-Class was a fully sorted car. You get the updated MBUX adjacent infotainment, improved turbo 4-cylinder reliability, and a chassis that's already 3 years into proving itself with real ownership data behind it, not marketing promises. Annual ownership cost on a car like this typically runs $1,200 to $1,800 for maintenance, versus financing a new C-Class where you're paying that in interest alone every few months. This is the car that convinced a lot of new car-only buyers to switch sides. The W213 E-Class just crossed into its reliability sweet spot. It's old enough that the depreciation floor has been reached, but young enough that you're still getting air suspension options, a genuinely gorgeous dual-screen interior, and highway manners that rival cars costing twice as much. The E-Class depreciates about 55% by year 5, which sounds brutal until you realize that means someone else paid for that drop, and you're buying at the bottom of it. From here, the value curve is nearly flat for the next several years. This is the one Speed Royale was talking about in that buy without financial panic video, and the data backs it up.
SUVs hold value worse than sedans across the entire industry, which sounds like bad news until you flip it around. That means used SUV buyers get an even bigger discount relative to new. The 2018 to 2020 GLE is fully sorted mechanically, sitting right near its peak price drop before the curve flattens. You're getting 3-row family practicality, a genuinely premium cabin, and a used price that's already absorbed nearly half the original sticker. Compare the numbers. A new GLE runs close to $70,000 out the door. This same driving experience, 2 to 3 years old, comes in $35,000, $40,000 lower. The GLC is the practical choice on this list. Reliability data on this generation has fully settled, meaning the early ownership surprises that show up in year 1 JD Power reports have already played out, and they were minor. You're buying a compact luxury SUV with known issues, known fixes, and a price tag in the mid-$20,000. This is the car for someone who wants the 3-pointed star badge, doesn't need 3 rows, and wants the lowest realistic annual maintenance bill on this entire list, typically under $1,500 a year for a well-maintained example.
Here's the one nobody expects. The S-Class is the flagship, the car that costs $120,000 plus new, and this generation is sitting at its depreciation floor right now. You read that right. A flagship luxury sedan for less than a well-optioned C-Class new. The concern everyone raises is the air suspension. Fair, But by this age, any car with an unresolved suspension issue has already been fixed or flagged in its history. The ones still on the road at this mileage are the survivors, and that's exactly who you want to buy from. You're getting massaging seats, a cabin that still feels special a decade later, and a driving experience that new car buyers are paying triple to access.
Adding it up, across these 5 cars, average purchase price sits around $30,000. Average new equivalent price sits around $70,000. That's your $40,000 in savings before you even factor in the difference in 5-year depreciation, which favors the used buyer every single time. The used Mercedes market isn't a compromise anymore. It's an arbitrage opportunity that new car buyers are funding for you. If you want the exact trim levels and mileage sweet spots to search for on each of these 5, that's next week's video. Subscribe so you don't miss it.